Right, here are some of the pictures that you've already sent in to us. Where are they? Okay, let's begin with this one from Oshodi here in Lagos, showing thugs brandishing guns, machetes, axes, and other dangerous weapons. The hoodlums were said to have later moved on to the Costain and Maryland areas. Still from Lagos is this picture of a petrol tanker which caught fire close to Ascon fuel station in Lekki. There are no details as to the cause of the accident and the extent of damage. Finally is this image of a drain filled with dirt on Ibadan Street in Kaduna. Residents are therefore asking others to desist from dumping refuse in such places, but also asking the authorities to clear it. Thanks for sending in your pictures. We appreciate your contributions and do keep them coming. Let's move on now. The Transition Monitoring Group, a coalition of over 4,000 election observers across Nigeria, has deployed a quick count methodology for this Saturday's presidential election. According to the group, the election results collation and counting method will rely on coded messages sent in by members who are observers deployed to over 1,000 polling units in Nigeria. The group also plans to give preliminary details of their observations ahead of the results that will be announced by the Independent National Electoral Commission.
All appears set for the 2015 general elections beginning Saturday as elections observer groups set up their data collation centers in Abuja. For the Transition Monitoring Group, this data center will process coded messages sent in by observers in the field, a system they refer to as quick count methodology.
As part of its observation effort, TMG will conduct a quick count, the gold standard for citizen observation. Quick count is an advanced observation methodology that employs well-established statistical principles and utilizes sophisticated information technologies. TMG's quick count on the conduct of voting and counting and is the only observation methodology that can independently verify the official presidential results as announced by the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC.
According to Mr. Zikirillahi, this counting methodology will enable citizens verify results as announced by the Independent National Electoral Commission. He urged citizens to accept results that will be announced by the Electoral Commission if they fall within their findings.
Immediately after INEC announces the official result for the presidential election, TMG will hold its own press conference and issue its verification statement. If INEC's official results fall within TMG's estimated range, then the public, political parties and candidates should have confidence that the official result reflects the ballot cast at polling units.
When the group deployed this counting method in 2011, the results revealed a 2% error margin when compared with what the Electoral Commission announced.
In 2011 and for other elections, we have observed using the methodology. The data is up on the website we have been showing around. But for 2011, it was 2% margin of error, a lower and upper limit, and the results fell between, so we had confidence. In other words, it's saying there was a 98 degree of confidence in what was announced by INEC.
The Independent National Electoral Commission have accredited over 100 elections observer groups expected to submit independent reports about the conduct of the elections at the end of the polls. The President today performed the groundbreaking for the nation's gas industry in Warri, Delta State. Present at the ceremony were traditional rulers, the Minister of Petroleum Resources, Dezani Alison Madwepe, Minister of Trade and Investment, Olusegun Aganga, the Delta State Governor, Emmanuel Udwaga, and top government officials. When complete, it will be Africa's largest gas industrial park, creating 5 million jobs. Our correspondent, Olumide Macaulay, reports.
The value of revenue lost to Nigeria annually from gas flaring is said to be in the neighborhood of $500 million to $2.5 billion. That staggering amount may soon begin to become a thing of the past when the Gas Revolution Industrial Park in Delta State comes on stream.
The capacity to cope.
At the groundbreaking ceremony, the Minister of Trade and Investment could barely hide his excitement.
Industrial Park and Deep Sea Port Baramatu, as I said, will change our country forever. This project will fast-track the execution of Nigeria's Industrial Revolution Plan. We will now take the gas in our lands and turn them into jobs for our youth, income for our people and families, and investments for our country.
The project, to cost $16 billion, will be the biggest gas-based industrial park in Africa. The primary beneficiaries, Delta State, who provided the 2,700 hectares of land.
We pledge to protect these projects. We pledge to provide the enabling peaceful environment for this project to be actualized.
President Dr. Goodluck Jonathan said it's a project with profit for the present and for posterity.
And Nigerians from everywhere, from the extreme north to the extreme south, extreme west to the extreme east, will benefit. It's a project that will improve on our economy, a key project that will diversify our economy, so that the benefits will come to our children, not just our present children, but our children's children.
About 150,000 jobs will also be generated while the park is under construction. Olumide Macaulay, Channels Television News.
Well, with the elections a day away, some residents of Kaduna, mostly southerners, are leaving the state in their numbers. A visit by Channels Television to some motor parks saw several people traveling to their various home states. The Kaduna State Police Commissioner, Mr. Umar Shehu, is however providing assurances that the state is secure. On the issue of restriction of movement ahead of the polls, the APC gubernatorial candidate in the state, Mr. Nasser El-Rufai, insists it's unlawful.
It's few days to the general elections, and in the capital city of Kaduna State, north-central Nigeria, everything appears calm on the surface, with normal activities going on. However, semblance of calm seems to be lost on many of these people who are determined to leave the state. The popular television garage motor park is very busy. These travelers are going away, and it's not just for the festive season. They have a more desperate reason.
We are afraid of election. We don't know what may be the outcome. That is why we want to shift to very close to our village, or we go to our village.
I'm traveling for Easter, but since the election is around the corner, so we just use that as an opportunity.
While the residents express their fears for the election, the State Police Commissioner insists that the state is safe.
There's not panic. There's no reason for people to panic for anything. This time around is going to be peaceful.
But the movement restriction order does not go down well with the APC governorship candidate in Kaduna State.
I don't know which law the CP is relying upon to say that you restrict movement from tomorrow. Even the restriction of movement announced for the election starts from Saturday morning and ends by 5 p.m. Saturday night. So if I am driving in from Abuja tomorrow to Kaduna, nobody will stop me.
Despite all the panic and arguments, the State Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, says it is ready for the polls.
We have all the card readers. They have all been configured to the polling units. There will be one per polling unit and voting point. And we have extras of 3 in each registration area in case of malfunction of the ones deployed to the polling units.
All appears to be set for the elections in Kaduna State. But what the residents want to hear at this moment is that the exercise is conducted in peace.
While reports reaching us tonight from Owo in Ondo State say that many people have been killed in a syndicated armed robbery operation in many of the commercial banks in the town. An eyewitness reporter says 4 banks were attacked and several people were killed. We do have to warn you that some of the pictures that we have
might be disturbing. The pictures that you're about to see, well, there they are on your screen, are from the scenes of the attack. We are trying to get more details about the story, and we'll bring them to you as soon as they become available.
There, and they are just cutting it now with the casualties from the robbers. The piece of robbers recovered arms, recovered a lot of ammunition. But I will not give you the details now. That is why I said it will be too sketchy now for me to let you know. The robbers will not have their way. This time around, they made their Waterloo.
Commissioner of Police in Ondo State, Mr. Isaac Eke, telling us about that syndicated armed robbery operation in Owo, Ondo State. Still ahead on the news at 10, the federal government disburses 1 billion naira credit line for small businesses, and that will be on Business News. Do join us again.